Hey, welcome back to the Frank Driscoll Show. I am super excited. Got a pretty cool topic today that I want to go over. Someone in my group asked me, "What are the top three things I should be doing each day?" I said, "All right, let's make a video of it." So let's get right into it. So the very first one is going to actually be to make a top three list of what you should be doing each day. And this one came to me by a coaching client that I had who had sent me a video with him at Disneyland with his kids. It was so moving and so special. I just absolutely loved it. And he said, "Hey Frank, these are my top three things that I need to do for tomorrow." And he gave me the list. He was going to do prospecting, he was going to do an open house, and he was going to follow up, on a sphere of ten people in his sphere. And he had his kids in with him in his video, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's so good. I love that he would send me the video and he would do it every day of his top three things of the day. So then I started asking all of my coaching clients to say, hey, here's what I want you to do. Send your video of your top three things uh, of each day. Go ahead and send that, and then let me know the results of how you did the next day. So this started happening with all the different coaching clients that I had. They were sending in. My wife saw this. She started sending me a video of her top three things. I kind of did it. I recorded it myself and would send it to myself as accountability. And obviously, it's better if you send it to someone else. I think I sent it to my wife for a little while and did it, but that is a really powerful thing. Now I'm going to give you some cool things. Since then, he's passed away. So he was such an amazing guy. Like made a huge difference. This fire to forest community. I mean, I absolutely loved him. And it was really powerful that it stays with me today. That's like really important thing. All the coaching clients I have, I always ask them to do it. And I find that, when you're accountable and you're actually sending it and putting it out there, it's very, very powerful, and it's something that I would highly recommend. Now, there's a couple things I've learned about that. First thing is whatever top three things you're going to have, whether you're writing it down for now. As always, you can check out in my coaching if you want to be, daily accountable. There's a section for it, and you can get in. We can go over it in greater detail, and you certainly can be for myself or whoever else you want to be. But the things that I found work really well for that is we have specific time things. So we're going to do this by such and such a time, right? Not just by the end of the day. Pick a time in the day. Okay, that's very powerful. The second thing is obviously sending it to someone, writing it down, and then as early as you can, by finishing that, the better off you'll be. So if you have that accountability to be done by 12 o'clock or 10 or 2 or whatever it is, it generally tends to work better the earlier you can get the most important things that you can. And here's the other thing. It's not always work, right? It's whatever your top three are. Sometimes it's a family event. Sometimes it's you have to take care of something else, right? It could be a workout. It's not always just business related. It's just truly what are going to be the top three things for you. Okay, so that's number one. So top three, video form if you can, but just have it of your day that you're focused every day. And I believe now that you're actually kind of focused on that, writing it out, video, sending it to someone to your spouse, significant other, whoever, coach, myself, you're gonna massively do better by doing that. Okay, second thing is social media post. Okay. You want to do this at least one, right? You can do a YouTube video once a week, once a day, social media post, something where you're reaching out and engaging. Now, the reason I like this, same reason that I'm doing more and more of these, and eventually you're going to see this on a daily basis, right? That's what I'm building up towards. Instead of one to one, it's one to many, right? The first time I did this video, I think on or actually the second one, right after I kind of made an announcement on this new group of videos, immediately had a coaching client reach out, sign up, right? Not that I was necessarily looking for that, but it's the power of it. It's going out, and even if it's a few people at first, even if it's just one or two people, YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, they're going to show it to some people. If you have a call to action or they resonate with it, they could reach out. And if we're doing this every single day, it's going to increase, first of all, our ability to do these, right? If you're posting, you get better at posting. if you're going on YouTube, you're going to get better, right? You're going to get more comfortable with it. It's going to force you to create more engaging topics. Okay, you're going to look if you're trying to improve. It's great. So I highly recommend um, YouTube. I'll come out with a program this month that will help you get going, how to pick the topics. It doesn't even matter what it's for. If it's real estate, great. If it's for whatever, I'll work with you. But get in, sign up. Certainly on the paid one, you're going to get that value and reward if that's something you're interested in. But just start with even once a week, even if you're figuring out your topics every day to pick it, doing a social media post every day, I would say for sure. And it's something, that's going to resonate. I start with a rule of 80% value for them, maybe 20% value for yourself if you're not sure where to begin. Things that are engaged, things that are going to entertain, things that are going to be of value, right? Look at it from their perspective, not necessarily yours. And that's going to be a great thing to help you. And then just be consistent with it every day. Uh, and then past that, so we have our social media, we have our YouTube. The other thing too that I would focus on, whether it's third or bonus, depending how we look at it, is you want to add at least one person in your database every single day. Okay, and what things would we want? I like to get, like, if I'm going to capture information, it could be Excel spreadsheet, it could be your CRM, you can just writing down on a paper, whatever. I don't care. Eventually, you're going to figure out what system works the best for you. I would say get the date that you captured it. I like first and last name if possible. Get their email, get permission to get their cell phone, and ask them something that's going to be of value for them. Hey, would it be okay if I reach out to you ever so often, right? Just to update you on whatever it is in your field, right? Or just to connect with you. Promise you're not going to spam them. Keep it of something of value for them. It can be, a market report or a monthly, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Just something of value. You can invite them into your Facebook group if you don't have that. A community group would be great. But what we want is to get their information, lead with something of value, and just make sure that every day we're at least striving to get one person in. Now that's going to build chances, right? It's going to give us a chance to connect, build rapport. I also like to add, it doesn't have to be a tag, but a note section of maybe either where I met them, how I connected with them, anything that stands out of their personality, things that I can remember, characteristics, what their interests are, if it's a particular sports, right? If they like particular food, whatever it is, and have that as a note. Now, once we're able and we follow up with them, let's say every 3 to 4 months, every 6 months, even if it's just a message, hey, I was just thinking about you, how you doing? If it's an email, right? If it's asking, okay, if it's an invitation for something, that's fine. Look for ways to serve. Is there anything I can help you, right? Lead with value, like really actually care, try to help them. Put it in there. And now when we get better at this, what I'd like you to do is go to 3 a day. And then when you've mastered that for a few weeks, let's go to 5 a day. And that's the true minimum that I generally am working with. It, of course, can be more. But if we're connecting and growing, and sometimes it's going to be paying for leads to do that, I get it. Sometimes it's going to be organically. You're talking to people, when you're in line, when you're out and about. Business owners are an easy one, I think, to add. You're talking to them, getting to know them, different businesses that you go to. But as you start and you're committed to this, suddenly you're going to get more opportunities in any business you're in, and it's going to start to grow. And as you build real connections and try to help them and build value, it's going to be an absolute game changer. So the challenges that are the things I want you to do, right? Start to do, even if it's just one of these things, and build up to it till you've got it down, then build the next thing, and then go to build the next one. That's totally fine. Hopefully, if you like it, click like, add a comment to if any of these things help, or you're doing these things now, or you have any advice to give. That would be great. I truly, really care about you guys. I want you to do great. These are things that I would absolutely be starting. These are probably the 3 or 4 things that I would strongly suggest that everyone do now. And make sure you check out the next videos that pop up. And I really appreciate your time. And please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much once again. Take care.